Let's connect. Ricardo Castro here with Nebraska Realty, Castro Realty Group. It's a pleasure again being in front of your screen, either your phone, your iPad, your laptop, or your computer. Here from the offices of Nebraska Realty, 168 and Dodge, and always bringing you information for you in order to process, digest, contact the people we bring here. We try to bring here people to share their stories, their experience, their programs, information that could be of value of you and your family or perhaps of your investments. We are realtors. We usually bring here to you people related to our industry like bank loan officers, title companies, investors, small business owners, you name it. If you are listening or watching this video and you think you have something important to share to the small business community or to the real estate segment or marketing in Nebraska, please feel free to do so. Castro Realty Group is a team of eight realtors, and we serve Nebraska and Iowa. And seven of us based in Omaha, one of us based in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a pleasure to being represented a lot of families and investors last year too. Over the last eight years, we were blessed to be one of the main producers teams at Nebraska Realty. Nebraska Realty is a brokerage of 1,000 average realtors. And thanks God, one of our colleagues, Victor Ortiz, he made it to the second agent who sold more houses in the whole company. We also are the second team selling more units in the middle size bracket, which is agents from 5 to 9 people. And that's been the permanent in the last 8 years. And that couldn't happen without the trust of many investors and families. And that wouldn't happen without the patience of our families. And that couldn't happen without the efforts of our teammates. Not only the realtors, also our administrative people, and also business community partners like lenders, title companies, inspection companies, home warranty companies, and people related and professionals related to our industry. Tonight, or today actually, still afternoon, I'm glad to present a friend of mine. We became friends over the years, exchanging our experiences with clients, mutual clients too, in some cases, in Omaha. And I'm talking about Juan Martinez. Juan Martinez represents Wells Fargo Bank, which, as many people know, is one of the biggest banks in the country and serving thousands or maybe millions of people. Juan, welcome to our podcast, and feel free to share information that you might think is valuable for the people.
Thank you so much, Ricardo. I appreciate you for the invitation. Just to talk a little bit about me and what I do is I am a loan officer with Wells Fargo, and I am originally from Guatemala. I moved to the States in 2006. I have 4 kids. The oldest is going to be graduating from college, and the youngest graduating from high school, and 2 other kids that are in college currently. That's a little bit about me. I've been in the industry for about 6 years, 3 of them with Wells Fargo. So a lot of experience, and we focus on helping families from low to moderate income. So there is a huge segment that is underserved. So my focus is to help those families.
Great. Wells Fargo, it has several locations in town, right? And it's been a presence of many decades, I think.
That is correct. So I am located on that 24th and L Street, serving also 45th and Center, and the downtown branch, 19th and Douglas Street. Obviously, we have many other branches in Omaha area. But currently, I'm the loan officer that is, locally. So basically, I cover a lot of ground these days.
Good. Yeah. Well, that says a lot about you. I mean, Wells Fargo is not a small institution, and I bet they have a lot of professionals to choose, and they chose you.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations. And actually, we have to say that we feel pretty good, pretty confident sending our clients to get pre-approved with one. As I tell people, the worst thing that could happen is that you don't qualify. But one is gonna patiently explain you step by step what to do in order to get pre-qualified in the near future. So there's no better decision to try than to try. Go and try. What people need to take to you in order to get pre-approved, in order to purchase a property?
Okay, so that's a great question, Ricardo. Wells Fargo does not ask for any documents up front. So basically what we do is we do a consultation. If the customer is ready to move forward, we take an application. We have so much technology these days. Most of the information is collected electronically. So once we take an application, the system will indicate what documentation we're going to need. And depending on what type of income do you have, whether it's W-2 or self-employment, we are just going to require maybe a pay stub, W-2s. If you bank with us, we don't even need bank statements. So the Wells Fargo is very technology driven. So that's what I said. We don't ask for information up front until we actually have an application and we run the system. And that's when we will indicate what type of documentation we're going to need.
Excellent. So it's a good time to try. As you might heard in the news or read in newspapers, there's a little more inventory than last year. So there's a little more chances now to negotiate a property perhaps in your favor. Of course, that depends on each situation. We, as realtors, we serve you, and we need to put in that document what you tell us to do. What we do is we guide you. We tell you how the market is going right now, based on the area where you want the property, based on the school district, based on the style of the property you're looking for, based even in your mortgage loan pre-approval. And then you make your own decision. And then we put in a document that and we present the offer. In other words, we don't negotiate based on what we want. We negotiate based on your own interest. And in that equation, the pre-approval by a well-recognized institution and by a well-experienced loan officer plays an important role. That's one thing to take into consideration. It's part of the puzzle. If you are a seller, you want to see how strong is the offer, but you also want to see who's lending you the money. And there's different factors that play a role in the negotiations. One, in any specific programs that Wells Fargo might offer at this point?
Yes, so obviously each bank has their own products. So I always recommend shop around, find the best deal. Wells Fargo has many different products. I will talk a little bit about the Dream Plan Home, which only requires 3% down with a mortgage insurance that is discounted, so it helps a lot with what the monthly payment is going to look like. So it helps people with low to moderate income qualify for a home or a loan. They can put them in a home. Also, Wells Fargo offers and I forgot to mention that in the Spanish version, but we do offer the Union Plus. That's a program that is offered through Wells Fargo to many union members. Has great benefits. One of them is they get $500 after closing. And they can choose gifts or they can choose a gift card. For refinances, they can get $300. Plus, if they ever are going to into a strike, they can get a $15,000 no interest to continue to be able to make their mortgage payments. So different products, different banks offer different options. So I always say shop around and go with the best.
Excellent. Off cameras, we were talking about different programs like the first-time home buyers programs also, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture program. Could you explain a couple points about each one?
Yeah, absolutely. So the different types of loans that banks offer basically resumes to I would say, three groups. One is the government-backed loans, like the FHA, VA loans, and USDA loans. So FHA loans are targeted for people that may not have a stellar credit score, maybe have a bankruptcy, or maybe they have a collection. So there's still a minimum FICO score that is needed, but it is a little more lenient. So perhaps a conventional loan will not give us an approval, but an FHA would. And
so you can get pre-approved by not pre-approving one specific program, but yes on the other one.
Exactly. So we tailor each product to the particular needs of each customer, which is very important. We look for what will be the most beneficial financially for our customers. We mentioned the VA loans, which have 100% finance. The other good thing is that it doesn't have a mortgage insurance. The USDR loans, those are for rural areas. I think Omaha may have rural areas starting at the North Platte, just outside the city. We can find those properties. They are they're on a database. So basically, if you have an address, we can plug it in and determine whether it's in a rural area. So those programs, the USDR offers 100% financing, which is another plus to customers that may not have a lot of money. Maybe they want to save some of their funds to do upgrades or renovations. So
100% financing, basically no down payment on the USDA loans. That's pretty important. And please, people, be aware of USDA Department of Agriculture doesn't mean that the property has to be in an agricultural area. I mean, it could be in a subdivision close to, not close to the city, I would say. Right, not.
And that was in the outskirts of the big city. Yeah.
So it could be an urban area, but not in the outskirts of the city, basically.
Correct. Yes, as long as the USDA deems them that are rural, that we can do the loan. And like I said, we can specifically search for a property and see if it qualifies or not.
So for the people who are listening to or are watching this. There are programs with 100% financing.
Yeah, and just to continue with types of loans. So the other type of loans is we have the conventional loans, which are for people that have a better credit history, also have some better conditions. Maybe better rates, interest rates. It all depends on what the rates are doing at the time that they apply. And the other group will be the jumbo loans for more affluent people. They will buy a house that is where the loan is more than $754,000, which is the new limit for conventional loan these days. So. They got a jump for this year, so that's good. But jumbo loans have some good interest rates. At least on the Wells Fargo side, we do have very competitive interest rates.
It's excellent, excellent. And again, if you can share your phone number and,
Yes.
and the location so people can apply with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So my phone number is 531-213-3718. And I mainly reside on the 24th in Ellis Street on South Omaha, 45th and Center in downtown Omaha. And you can find me on wellsfargo.com also. It's very easy to locate me, and I'm always available. If I don't answer my phone, I always return the calls.
Good. There's no other way to serve our community. Is there any other way you can help, let's say, not only families, real estate investors?
Absolutely. So we have mortgage loans can be done for any property that is 1 to 4 units. So we do multi units. Above 4 units, then it becomes a commercial loan. So in the investment sector, people can have up to 10 mortgage loans, including their primary residence. And another detail that I left out on the Spanish version was that the minimum down payment for investment properties is 15%. So you don't have to have 20% for an investment property.
So investment could be properties to be flipped or rental properties.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So the people, the business people who are watching us, there's a good window of opportunity with Wells Fargo and Juan Martinez, not putting 20% down, putting 15%. We are used, many of us who own real estate investments, we're used to pay the 20% down payment because it's usually it's a business, basically, with business purposes, mortgage
Correct.
loan. So they have a good opportunity there. And I want to add that for the ones who like to become investors in the future, the best financial tool you have at this point should be your house, your residence, where you live. Pay that on time. Be careful or be cautious with how you run your finances, your credit, your debt, because your own house could be the beginning point for a bright future in the real estate investment side. Feel free to call us or to reach Juan, and we can explain in detail.
Thank you, Ricardo, for this opportunity to be presenting here with you and just talk to the community and just get close to one of the experts in the industry. We have realtors, we have loan officers, title companies. A lot of times people go by rumors that they go in the community. I think it's better to talk to professionals, people that are doing the work every day, and I think that's the best advice that you're gonna get is from the professionals that work in the industry.
Exactly. It doesn't hurt to ask. It's actually, you are many steps ahead of people who don't ask, and believe it or not, there's many people don't even asking. I was reading a book a couple of months ago, The Power of Asking, and it's pretty important.
Knowledge.
Power of knowledge. So please find us at crghouses.com. crghouses.com. That's our website. We are Castro Realty Group in Nebraska Realty. This year, 2023, we are turning. Yours truly is turning 20 years in this industry, representing buyers and sellers in Nebraska. And our team, Castro Realty Group, in July, we're going to be 10 years serving our community. Our main office, in our case, Castro Realty Group, we are located at 4018 L Street, but we help people buying houses in West Omaha, Papillion, Bellevue, Midtown, Exarban, South Omaha, North Omaha, Downtown, Council Bluffs, Lincoln, Grand Island, you name it. I mean, we have licenses to represent buyers and sellers in Nebraska, and Iowa. And we have pre-approved people at this point. So if you have a house that you are thinking you might be thinking to sell in the future, just call us without any commitment. We go there and give you a price assessment, and for you to make the correct decision based on your own interest. And thanks for always being with us. And it's going to be 2 weeks from now that we're going to be back on your screens. And Juan, thank you very much for being here and for helping us and the community.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much for the invitation. And I think we're always open to the customers, to educate them, to continue to work with the community, making sure that they're being served the best that we can. And just, like I said, get close to one of the professionals in the industry and ask the right questions, or any questions that you may have before you make a decision. I always say shop around and find the best deal, and don't be afraid to ask the tough questions.
The most you know, the better for everybody. The most you know about a process of buying a property is the better for everyone, not only you. So give us a call, 402-319-0093, the offices of Castro Realty Group, and your phone number?
531-213-3718.
Let's connect. Have a good day.